Bradford Castro's our engineering director here, and we always give him laptops too. Now, I don't know how this worked out, but you got the sexy light laptop, and Shannon got the big, heavy workhorse laptop. This is a Dell XPS 15. I've been a Dell XPS user for ages. This is kind of the IT pro laptop of choice in business, right?
And possibly for gamers too.
Oh, really? Well, tell us about it.
This thing has crazy power behind it. And this is, so it's a 15-inch laptop. This is the XPS 15. And it's pretty much aimed at your mid-range up to the high end. So we're looking at the $2299 model.
Whoa, so this is $300 more than Shannon's.
Yes, it's $300 more, but this is the Ultrabook style.
Right.
And it doesn't have all the crazy amenities like this, like, you know, a heavy adapter or like a DVD or a PCMCI car or anything of that sort.
This is for the executive, the CEO, the C-level, or the IT guy, who gets to choose whatever he wants.
Right. And it has
touch,
some really, it's touch-based. And before I get into the display, because that's really the big piece here, it has some really nice specs. You're looking at i7 Haswell, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of SSD.
SSD.
Yes. All right. 3.0 USB ports, mini display, HDMI, Bluetooth 4.0, all the good stuff you'd expect. Cameras, all the whiz bangs that you'd expect to see, including an SD card. So it's really nice. Just from the top, just looking at the specs alone, it's really, really nice. What I really wanted to show off was just the speed at which the display runs at. So this display, and this is the thing that really knocks your socks off, is it's 3200 by 1800. It's really close. It's better than Retina.
Wow. 3200 by 1800.
Yeah, it's close to 4K. 4K is like 3800 something.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean,
very high res, and yet no trouble pushing those pixels.
Yeah.
It must have a dedicated graphics adapter, I'm thinking.
It is. And the graphics adapter is a GeForce. It's a 750.
NVIDIA 750 is very good.
750 GT. So it's pretty ridiculous. And I'm just going to snap some of the stuff together here, but yeah, it's really, really, really fast. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is kind of the creme de la creme.
Yeah, let me just
spend $300 more and get this one, Shannon. Don't buy that big, heavy old one.
I think I would.
Yeah.
I'm kind of liking the display.
Yeah, love the display, love the touch.
App with all the drinks.
How about battery life? We were only getting 5 hours out of the Toshiba.
This one is pushing 7 hours. Right now, if I'm just looking at the desktop.
Even with that big screen.
Even with this huge screen, just pointing at it right now.
You know, Dell's always had the reputation of being kind of the tanks, the boring tanks, the kind of gray boxes. This is pretty nice. This is pretty sexy. You think that's reestablishing Dell as a designer?
They're pushing themselves to the limit with this line. So the XPS line has always been something that's very high-end.
Right.
You know, pushing more pixels and pushing more specs out the door and trying to get things more thinner.
I loved my XPS 13, but it looked a lot more like that Toshiba laptop. It was a big old honking brute. This is sexy. This is good looking.
The new 13 is beautiful. The one that I reviewed last week, I loved it.
So this is comparable to the 13, just the 15-inch version of it.
But the 13 doesn't have the same resolution either. It's a little bit lower key than
this
15.
This is $2,300. Now you can get a lower resolution screen, a smaller processor, and that kind of thing for lower money. This sounds like we got the top of the line of the XPS 15.
This is the top of the line. Actually, you'll expect this kind of resolution even at the mid-range.
Really?
Yeah. So that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
All things considered. This is a 4K video, and since we've been talking about MWC, this is a Barcelona demo, and it's running at, this is 4K per se, but obviously we're running at 3200 by 1800.
No frames dropped, beautiful fluid motion.
I mean, just looking at it right now,
blows
the
me
way
away
it's
that
just,
you can do that.
Yeah, it just destroys anything I've seen before.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just looking at how the texture is, I mean, and this is a YouTube video of all things. You don't even see the artifacts.
Right.
So it's really, really sharp and ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the people that are seeing this from the audience won't
You're seeing it in a lower quality.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, just being able to see things like you're inside the train station and seeing all the different detail.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh,
it's
man,
nice.
It's just off the wall. So here are some things too I wanted to show off.
It does feel very fluid too.
Oh, it's very fluid.
Well, you'd have to have a lot of horsepower to push all those pixels.
Right. And as I was showing that to you, these are actually games that are running in the background.
Wow.
And that one just stopped at that moment because I just had it running for so long. But
it finally gave up on you.
Yeah, it finally gave up on you. But
16 gigs of RAM doesn't hurt.
16 gigs of RAM doesn't hurt at all. Let me see if Despicable Me still works. Oh, that stopped too.
Oh, you killed it with a 4K video, I think, is what happened. You're not going to play Halo.
No. But at least we can see, just even the fact that we're running at this resolution, a lot of the games are supporting it.
Yeah.
So we're
This is a
seeing
pretty
these
good
being
gamer
pushed.
laptop then, you think?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
If Brian pulls up some of the specs on there, here it is. These are actual fun games running at 1366.
Yeah.
But this is actually very respectable frame rates, you know, for these top games that we're seeing now.
But that's a very low
Yeah,
resolution.
these are low resolution, but I mean, a lot of the gamers are playing at either low or somewhat.
Because they want the
high.
high frame rates.
Yeah, they want the high frame rates. And here's some of the comparisons with other laptops, you know, and in terms of just 8.1 performance, running 8.1 on Windows, I mean, it's close to beating the higher end laptops, but those laptops by itself are higher priced than this one. So you're getting very good value for the dollar.
So let's get the pros and cons, Radford.
So the pros is, it actually looks good too. So that's one thing I didn't get a chance to talk about.
It is gorgeous. It looks like, well, it's an Ultrabook. I shouldn't say it's gorgeous.
Right.
Is it metal, plastic?
So this is weird. It has a little split personality. This is a brushed aluminum.
Okay.
On the front and on the back, it is carbon fiber.
Yeah.
And
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really, really clean. I mean, it's sort of like a look that you get used to, but this is one thing I really like. It's a matte surface, so it's very resistant to fingerprints.
Love that.
And of course, it's using the convex type style keyboard, so your fingers fit right well.
How much does that weigh?
This is about 3.6 pounds.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Half
I
as
mean,
much
in
as
comparison,
Shannon's.
this like destroys yours. Like if you're gonna start your workouts, you use this laptop first.
I'm glad we started with Shannon's and ended up with yours.
Right. So if you want to do like less sets, you do that one, right?
Yeah,
You want to do
yeah.
like higher reps,
Yeah.
you use this
So
one.
Shannon's strength training, you're for more endurance.
Exactly.
Okay,
You
that's
want to do
good.
endurance stuff,
Okay.
you work with this laptop. You know, if you want to work with both, put them on a backpack.
Well, so
yeah.
this sounds good. I mean, great battery life, beautiful display. It's good, nice fit and finish.
Oh yeah.
Though, good pros. What is the con?
The cons? Just an ugly adapter. An ugly adapter, and that it
You're like
is-
looking for cons at that point.
Yeah, I was looking for cons
Yeah.
at that point, but I really don't see that many cons.
This is a nice choice.
Right.
You've looked at other 15-inch Windows 8 machines. Would this be your choice among all of
Yes.
them?
So with all the choices, I mean, I'm giving this a recommendation, so it's a buy.
It's a buy. $22.99 as equipped, but it
Yes.
starts at $1,500. It's the Dell XPS 15. I like it. This is the new Dell. You know, they went private. Michael Dell and some investors bought the shares back, and I think maybe this is Dell saying, "See, we're not just gray boxes. We
Oh,
do
no.
we
They're
do
not
we
messing
do
around.
other stuff too."
Yep.
Very nice. Thank you, Radford Castro, our director of engineering.